Biscuit?
Good morning to each and everyone, to our BAC members, BAC Secretariat, PWG, prospective leaders. Good morning. Today is the schedule for pre-bidding conference of eight projects with CID number 24JG0044 to 24JG0051. So, before we continue, may I call on the BAC Secretariat for the opening prayer.
Heavenly Father, thank you for all your blessing. You are the one whom we can hand over all our worries. As we continue this activity, the pre-bidding conference for CID 24JJ0044 to 51, please guide us to do our task so that we can let you speak to us. We ask the Holy Spirit to speak through. Embrace us in your mercy and inform us by the love of Christ. Amen. And the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Remind before we proceed for our pre-bidding conference for CID 24JJ0044 to 51, I call on the attendance. On Chairman de Alcachupas, back to the PWG member. Engineer Donald Escalioneva, back chairman. Sir Romel Gialandin, back member. Engineer Romar Lucil A. Gama, PWG member. Engineer Ricardo Albano, back secretariat head. Engineer Edwin Gama, back vice chairman. Engineer Rowena J. Islas Moras, procurement staff. Architect Harry Israel Oxford, representative of planning and design section. Engineer Heidi Altagon, representative of quality assurance section. Engineer Mary J. M. Barban, back provisional member. Engineer Solkepi M. Taob, representative of planning and design section. Sir Alan Molde, back secretariat member. Sir Ronald Ganja, representative from Domfield Construction. Engineer Jumite El Puerto, back end user. Engineer Artemis LPR, back member. Ma'am Melanie Magadan, procurement staff. And yours truly, Maureen Orgada, back secretariat member.
Okay, thank you very much, Mama Win. So, since the majority of the attendance is present, no, for the BAC members, I declare this pre-bidding conference quorum. So, for the reading of projects, may I call on our procurement head, Engineer Ricardo Panong. Good morning to each and every one of us, to our BAC chairman, vice chairman, BAC members, PWGs, BAC secretariat, and prospective leaders, online viewers. Again, good morning. For the reading of 8 civil work projects for pre-bidding conference, for the first project, 24GG0044, construction, rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major river basins and principal rivers. Construction of flood control structure along Zamboanga del Sur Coastal Road. Saloagan Bridge Section, Barangay Saloagan, Dimataling, Zamboanga del Sur, with EDC of 19,600,000 pesos. Duration 167 calendar days. For the second project, 24GG0045, construction improvement of access roads leading to declared tourism destination. Tourism Road Infrastructure Program 3. Construction of road in Barangay Molum leading to Dumanquillas Force, Lapuyan, Zamboanga del Sur, with EDC of 9,900,000 pesos. Duration 58 calendar days. Third project, 24GG0046, Sustainable Infrastructure Project, Alleviating Gaps, SIPAG. Access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of Nangan-Nangan Bridge, Nangan-Nangan, Tigbao, Zamboanga del Sur, with EBC of 77,200,000 pesos. Duration, 257 calendar days. Fourth project, 24GG0047. Access roads and all bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public building facilities. Construction of road along Barangay Gawil to Bulisong to Barangay Bulisong route Zamboanga del Sur with the EBC of 4,950,000 pesos. Duration, 36 calendar days. For the fifth project, 24GG0048. Construction of multipurpose building, training center, Barangay Bantao, Dumanquillas, Zamboanga del Sur, with EBC of 9,900,000 pesos. And duration, 90 calendar days. Sixth project, 24GG0049. Construction of multipurpose building, Basins, Saloagan, Zamboanga del Sur, with EBC of 9,900,000 pesos. Duration, 114 calendar days. Seventh project, 24GG0050. Construction of multipurpose building at Zamboanga del Sur Provincial Government College, Dimataling Campus, Barangay Kagawasan, Municipality of Dimataling, Zamboanga del Sur, with ABC of 59,700,000 pesos and duration 150 calendar days. And last project, 24GG0051. Construction, completion of DPWH, Zamboanga del Sur, second DEO main building, Purok 1B, Barangay Poblacion, Hipo, Zamboanga del Sur, with EBC of 49 million pesos. And duration,
Yes, sir.
and duration is 306 calendar days. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Pano. So let's proceed to the discussion of these projects to be bid. For the pre-bid, the scope of works, the type of work, and the details of the project. So first, I call on Engineer Tao to discuss these the 4 projects and to be followed by Architect Upso.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Once again, good morning to all of us. Starting from 24JJ0044. The construction, rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major river basin and principal rivers. Construction of flood control structure along Zamboanga del Sur Coastal Road, Saloagan Bridge Section, Barangay Saloagan, Dimataling, Zamboanga del Sur. Location, Barangay Saloagan, Dimataling, Zamboanga del Sur. Appropriation, 20 million, it's ABC, 19,600,000. Source of fund, GAA 2024, 167 calendar days, and its brief description, construction of grouted riprap with concrete slope protection. So for its description of works to be done, first is the facilities, part A, the facilities for the engineer. Item A118, the provision of field office for the engineer. Its quantity 6.6 months. Item A1111, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, one lump sum. For its part B, the other general requirements, item B41, construction, survey, and staking. We have 0.05 kilometer. And B.5, the project billboard and signboard, we have for each. B7.2, occupational safety and health program, one lump sum. And B9, mobilization, immobilization, one lump sum. For its part F, the bridge construction, for item 4041A, for its reinforcing steel, grade 40, we have 3,545.4 kilogram. For item 4051A3, we have structural concrete plus A minor structures. We have 188.65 cubic meter. For part L, the flood and river control and drainage. We have item 17041A, the embankment of structural excavation. Its quantity 105.34 cubic meter. For item 17041B, the embankment from Barrow, its quantity is 2,556.70 cubic meter. For 1710-2A, the ground and riprap plus A, we have 415.4 cubic meter. And we have the 17 4A2, the furnished and driven of sheet pile, U-type grade 50. We have 267 meter. I think that's all for CID 24JJ0044. So proceeding to 24JJ0045. Project name, the construction improvements of access roads leading to declared tourism destination, Tourism Road Infrastructure Program or TRIP, construction of road in Barangay Molum leading to Dumanquillas Falls, Lapuyan, Zamboanga del Sur. Location, Lapuyan, Zamboanga del Sur. Appropriation, we have 10 million. EDC, we have 9,900,000 pesos. Source of fund, GAA FY 2024, 58 calendar days, and its brief description is construction of 6.1 meter width by 0.23 meter thick PCCP with 1.5 with shouldering with both sides. For its description of work to be done, we have the part A, facilities for the engineer. We have item A118, the provision of field office for the engineer rental basis, 1.93 months. For its part B, the other general requirements, we have B.41, construction, survey, and staking. We have 0.52 kilometer. We have item B.5, project billboard, signboard. For each, item B.72, occupational safety and health program, one lump sum. Item B.82, traffic management, one lump sum. Item B9, the mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum. For our part C, the earthwork, we have item 102, the surplus common excavation. We have 25,257.65 cubic meter. The item 1041A, the embankment from roadway excavation, common soil, its quantity 133.80 cubic meter. The item 1051A, the subgrade preparation, common material, Quantity, we have 4,734.53 square meter. For its part B, the sub-base and base course, we have only the item 200, the aggregate sub-base course. The quantity, 1,150.60 cubic meter. For our part A, part E, the surface courses, the item 3111B1, Portland cement, concrete pavement, PCCP, and reinforced 0.3 meter thick. Its quantity is 2,615 square meter. For last, the part H, the miscellaneous structures, we have the item 612.1, the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings white. We have 130.70 square meter. And the item 612.2, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow. We have 55.59 square meter. And that's all for a CID 24JJ0045. Proceeding to the next, the CID 24JJ0046. We have the Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, or the SIPAG, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities. The construction of Nangan-Nangan Bridge, Nangan-Nangan Tigbao, Zamboanga del Sur. Its location, Barangay Nangan-Nangan Tigbao, Zamboanga del Sur. Appropriation, we have 80 million. Our ABC, 77,200,000. Source of fund, SGA 2024, we have 257 calendar days. With description, the construction of pre-stressed concrete girder bridge. The provision of Type 4B PSCG, we have 25 meters long, and provision of concrete piles cast in drilled holes with 5-meter diameter. For its description of works to be done, we have our part A, the item A118, the provision of field office for the engineer rental basis. We have 9.37 months. For the second, the part B, the other general requirements, we have B.41, the construction, survey, and staking. We have 0.51 kilometer. For our B5, the project billboard signboard, we have 4 each. For our B.72, occupational safety and health program, 1 lump sum. For our item B82, traffic management, 1 lump sum. B9, mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum also. For our part C, the earthwork, we have the item 1022, the surplus common excavation, quantity 17.80 cubic meter. For our item 1031A, structure excavation common soil, we have quantity 1088.28 cubic meter. For our item 1035B, the shoring, cribbing, and other related works, cribbing or copper damming, we have 1 lump sum. For our item 1042A, the embankment from Barrow, our quantity 6,984.18 cubic meters. For our item 1051A, subgrid preparation, the common material, we have 57.80 square meter. For our part B, the sub-base and base course, we have only item 201, aggregate sub-base course, we have the quantity of 726.13 cubic meter. For our part E, the surface courses, item 311-1E1, the PCCP, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced with 0.28 meter thick. We have 1,548.97 square meter. for our part F, the bridge construction. We have the item 417H, the concrete pile cast in grid holes with 1.5 meter diameter. We have 160 meter. For item 423H, the permanent casing, 1.5 meter diameter, 10 mm thick. We have 160 meter also. For our item 426A, the pile integrity testing, cross-colsonic, we have 4 each. Item 427, the high strength dynamic testing, PDA, 2 each. For our item 401, 2A, the concrete railing standard, we have 150 meter. For our item 4041A, the reinforcing steel, grade 40, our quantity 4,326.84 kilogram. For our item 4011B, the reinforcing steel, the grade 60, quantity 74,438.49 kilogram. For our item 405 1B2, the structural concrete with 27.58 megapascal class A, 14 days, we have 424.78 cubic meter. For item 406 1F3, the PSCG, the pre-stressed structural concrete members with 25 meter long, type 4B, I girders. We have 12 each. For our item 412.1, the elastomeric bearing pads, we have 24 each. For our item 413, 17A1, the expansion downfall bridges, steel traverse, 2 set. For part G, our drainage and slope protection structures. The item 505, 2A, the grouted riprap class A slope protection with a quantity of 1,007.95 cubic meter. Item 5081, the handled rock embankment, quantity 118.20 cubic meter. Item 509, 1B1, sheet piles, steel furnished. We have 4,563 linear meter. Item 509, 1B1, sheet piles, steel driven. We have also 4,563 linear meter. And last is the item 510.2, the concrete slope protection. We have 467.21 cubic meter. For each one, allow me to show the site condition of this project, Nangan-Nangan Bridge. Okay, just to give you an idea of the actual site condition, this will be its geotag validation. Its plan. This will be its general plan and general elevation. Abutment protection plan and the foundation plan. I think that's all for 24JJ0046. Proceeding to 24JJ0047. The access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings facilities. The construction of road along Barangay Gawil, Barangay Bulisong route, Zamboanga del Sur. Its location, Gawil, Barangay Bulisong route, Zamboanga del Sur. Appropriation 5 million with EDC 4 million 950,000 pesos. Source of fund, GAA FY 2024. We have 36 calendar days. The construction of 5-meter wave by 0.20 meter thick PCCP with 1.5-meter wave shouldering both sides. For description of works to be done, first, we have the Part A, the facilities for engineer. Item A118, provision of field office for the engineer with rental basis. We have 1.2 months. Second, Part B, the other general requirements. Item B41, construction survey and staking. We have 0.2 kilometer. We have the item B.5, project billboard signboard for each. Item B.72, the occupational safety and health program, we have one lump sum. Item B.82, the traffic management, one lump sum. And the last is B9, the mobilization, demobilization, one lump sum also. For our Part C, the earthworks, we have item 1022, surplus common excavation, quantity 1,990.53 cubic meter. We have the one item 1031A, the structure excavation common soil. We have 162.92 cubic meter. Item 1036A, the pipe culverts and drain excavation. Drain excavation common soil, we have 15.86 cubic meter. The item 1041A, the embankment from roadway excavation or common soil, we have 120.91 cubic meter. Item 1051A, the subgrade preparation or common material, we have 1,780.99 square meter. For Part B, the sub-base and base course, we have only item 200, the aggregate sub-base course, with quantity of 499.64 cubic meter. Or Part E, the surface courses, the item 3111E1, the Portland cement, concrete pavement and reinforced with 0.23 meter thick. We have the quantity of 1,308.11 square meter. For our Part G, the drainage and slope protection structures, we have the item 501A5, pipe culverts with 1,220 mm diameter or 48 inches diameter. Class 2, we have 13 linear meter. We have the item 503B4, the line canal concrete rectangular 800 by 800 mm. We have 271.53 linear meter. For item 5061, the stone masonry, we have 23.19 cubic meter. For our last, which is the Part H, the miscellaneous structures, we have item 603, 3A1, the metal guardrail, metal beam including post, we have 68.47 meter. Item 603, 4B, metal beam end piece, we have 4 each. Item 612.1, the term reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings with white, we have 49.90 square meter. We have the item 612.2, the reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings yellow, we have 25.91 square meter. And I think that's all for CID 24KJ0047.
Can you explain to the prospective bidders the item rental basis? Who will use that item on the sanan? Right? Item gamit sanan. Explain to the bidders. Ila man
Bilang ang nangyayari ito?
Pero sa DP, yun na DP. Sa DP na house. Dili lahat ko lang.
After sa completion project, turnover na lang. After sa completion project.
Anong mga explain?
Bakit ba mo qualify? Ako lang ko lang.
Ano dito so the phase
Okay, once again, to our very own back chairman, Regional Donald Villanueva, to our assistant back chairman, Regional Edwin De Legama, back member, back secretariat, and PWGs, to our prospect leaders, once again, good morning. For CID 24DG0048, this is the construction of multi-purpose building, training center, Barangay Bantao, Dumanquillas, Zamboanga del Sur. With information of our prospect leaders, we presented 2 designs for the approval of the Chief Local Executive of the municipality of Malinaw, and scheme number 2 was approved, no? Together with the municipal engineering and the municipal PDS. Okay, we will be showing the video presentation, and at the same time, we will also discuss on the related items involved in this project. I would like to request Ma'am Mel. This design scheme number 2. For the items involved in the project, we have installation of project billboards, signboards. We have occupational safety and health. We have also item for the structural excavation, item for the embankment of structural excavation, and embankment barrow. We have also gravel bedding, structural concrete ready mix, class A, 23 steel period. We have also reinforcing steel, grade 40. We have items for the forms and force work. We have installation of 106 non-low face bearing wall, including the reinforcing steel. We have fabricated materials such as installation of block sets, hinges, aluminum plain glass door. We have installation of the glass windows. We have cement plaster finish, installation of railing, aluminum cladding, fiber cement ceiling boards and metal frames. And we have glazed tiles and trims. We have also installation of unglazed tiles. We have masonry concrete paintings. We have also a wooden painting and metal painting. Metal painting, this is from the structural steel process. We have also installation of pre-painted metal sheets, long span, rib type 0.5 mm thick. This is installation also of fabricated metal roofing accessories. Installation of gutters, installation of structural steel process, structural steel purlins, metal structural accessories such as steel plates, sagrals, cross bracings, and turnbuckles. Now for the part B, plumbing and sanitary works, we have stone drainage and downspout installation, and installation of sanitary plumbing fixtures, installation of catch basins, and then for the electrical, part E, we have complete installation of conduits, boxes, and fittings, installation of wires and wiring devices, installation of power load center, switch gears, and panel boards. Lastly, we have item for the installation of lighting fixtures.
Dito sila sa
Mm.
fully partners sa
Mm.
pero wala lang din ang parking space.
Ang parking space wala.
Suga.
Bako na
Street lights. Street lights daw sir na.
Okay, for the CID 24GG0049, I will be discussing also the pay items to this project. Again, we have also installation of project billboards, signboards, installation, we have also occupational safety and health. We have structural excavation. Of course, we have also embankment from structural excavation. We have embankment from barrow, and we have also item for gravel bedding. Again, we have item 91C1 for the structural concrete, ready mix, plus 8 with 8 days period. We have reinforcing steel, grade 40. We have also formworks and foams. Again, we have installation of 100 mm thick CHB, non-load bearing. We have installation of hollow core, flush door, lock sets, hinges. We have also installation of aluminum frame doors, aluminum glass windows, and then we have finishing works, which is the plain cement plaster finishing, installation of railings, installation of aluminum claddings, installation of fiber cement board ceiling and metal frames. For the painting works, we have complete painting from the masonry and concrete painting, wooden painting, metal painting, and then we have also installation of pre-painted metal sheets, long span, grid type, 0.5 mm thick. We have also installation of the roofing accessories, including flashings and gutters. We have structural steel trusses, structural steel purlins and accessories, which includes steel plates, side rods, cross bracings, and turnbuckles. Now for the part B, plumbing and sanitary works, we have installation of storm drainage and downspouts, installation of sanitary and plumbing fixtures, and of course, including the catch basins. Part E, electrical, we have conduits, boxes, and fittings, installation of wires and wiring devices, power load centers, switch gears, and panel boards, and lastly, the lighting, installation of lighting fixtures. That's all for the 24GG0049. Next is CID 24GG0050. Again, to our prospect bidders, first design was only one story, 8 classroom, and then it was been revised due to our instruction of our provincial governor. So we'll be showing again the presentation video of this project. We will also discuss on involved pay items of this project. Mels?
Phase 2, sir. Phase 2.
Again, we have project billboards, signboards, the items for occupational safety and health. We have structural excavation, embankment from structural excavation, embankment from barrow, and again, we still have gravel field. Structural concrete, ready mix, plus 8 with 8 days. We have items for reinforcing steel, grade 40. We have also items for forms and formworks. Part C, finishing, we have masonry works. Installation of 100 mm thick CHB non-load bearing and 150 mm thick CHB non-load bearing walls. C3, these are installation of hollow core flush door. We have accessories, the lock sets, hinges, and we have also installation of aluminum frame glass door, installation of aluminum glass window, and for the finishing works, we have plain cement plaster finish. We have installation of railings, installation of fiber cement ceiling on metal frame, installation of glass tiles and trims, and we have installation of unglazed tiles. For the painting work, we have complete painting for masonry or concrete. We have also wooden painting works. And then for part B, plumbing sanitary drawings, we have tier line works, installation of plumbing fixtures, storm drainage and downspouts, installation of air conditioning system. For part E, electrical, complete installation of full mounted distribution transformer, installation of conduits, boxes, and fittings, installation of wire and wiring devices, power load centers, switch gears, and panel boards, installation of lighting fixtures, the new item, which is installation of fire alarm systems. That's all for the CID 24GG0050. Survey team, sir? So the layout there complies DepEd standard classroom layout, 7 by 9 meters, and then the layout of the toilets, left and right side of the building, and then comprise BB 344 and GAD. So the changes from this project is only the design of from the front, no? But the layout complies with the DepEd standard 7x9 school building. Ang akbang nga sir, muna itong phase 1 ongoing.
Phase 1.
Oo. So hopefully na maka no. Okay, for the next ID number 24G0051, this is the construction completion of DPWH Zamboanga del Sur Second District Engineering Office Main Building, Work 1B, Barangay Poblacion, Gipo, Zamboanga del Sur. No. So the pay items involved, we have part 2, installation of project billboards and signboards, occupational safety and health. We have structural excavation and also an item for the embankment, structural excavation. We have embankment from Barrow. We have gravel field. And then we have also structural concrete ready mix class A. Then we have also item for reinforcing steel, grade 40. We have item for forms and post works. Item for 100 mm and 150 mm thick CHB non-load bearing, CHB walls. We have installation of hollow core flush doors, door accessories such as lock sets, hinges, installation of aluminum frame glass doors, installation of aluminum glass window. And from part C4, finishing works, we have plain cement plaster finish, item for railings, item for installation of aluminum claddings, item for installation of fiber cement board ceiling on metal frames. We have also item 1016-2, built and preform waterproofing membrane. We have installation of glazed tiles and trims. We have installation of unglazed tiles. For the part C5 painting works, we have masonry paint, wooden paint. And for the part D, we have complete installation for the ceiling, lining works, plumbing works, stone days, and also the air conditioning system. Part E, electrical, we provided an additional 4-mounted distribution transformer, network cabling, installation of conduits, boxes, and fittings, wires and wiring devices, power load centers, switch gears and panel boards, of installation of lighting fixtures, and installation of fire alarm system. That's all for 24GG0051. Phase 1. Elevator. Lastly, we have installation. Of item 1203 1B, installation of electric elevator 501 to 1,000 kilograms. That's all. Is it here? Okay.
Hello.
So this is the phase 2, no? We have an ongoing phase 1. So the elevator should be installed, no, as per requirement for our standard design, as per DEO 171. Okay, so let's proceed. I call on the back to the TWG for some reminders.
Thank you, Back Chair. Member of the BAC, Secretariat, TWG, online leaders, BAC Chairman and Vice Chairman, a pleasant good morning to each and every one of us. The eligibility requirements for the infrastructure projects stated in section 23.4 of the revised IRR, only the following documents shall be required by the BAC using the forms prescribed in the bidding documents. In Class A documents, the legal documents require the registration certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry, for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Mayor's business permit is issued by the city municipality or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidders is located, or equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas. A tax clearance per EO 398 series of 2005 approved by the BIR. The technical documents composed of the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. It includes statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, and valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint venture. For financial documents, it includes the bidder's audited financial statements, showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, the stamp received by the BRR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of submission. It also includes the bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity. For Class B documents, the joint bidder should submit a joint venture agreement in accordance with RA 4566 and its IRR. For submission and receipt of bids, bidders should submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the forms specified in the bidding documents in 2 separate sealed billed envelopes, or 2 password-protected bidding documents in compressed archive folders in case of electronic bid submission. The first envelope shall contain the following technical information documents at the least: field certificates of registration and membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR, a pickup license and registration of special pickup license in case of joint venture, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, a statement of single largest completed contracts, net financial contracting capacity, a joint venture agreement if applicable, a bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. It includes project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, a list of contractors' personnel, and list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. An omnibus warrant statement is accordance with Section 25.3 of the revised IRR. The second envelope shall contain the financial information documents, the bidder's audited financial statements showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of submission. A bid form, a bid prices, a detailed estimate including a summary sheet indicating the unit price of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. A quarterly, monthly cash flow and payment schedule, S-Corp, PDM, construction method, if award. Note: bid shall be received by the back on date, time and place specified in the invitation to bid. Bids, including the eligibility requirements, submitted after the deadline shall not be accepted by the back. The original copy and copy 1 of the bid form shall be typed or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidders or its duly authorized representative. Unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes, or in case of electronic bid submission, bidding documents not in compressed archive folders and are not password protected shall be rejected. The box shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improper sealed or marked bid. Any missing, incomplete, patently insufficient documents in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. It should be proper tabbing and please use A4 bond paper. For bid evaluation for the procurement of infrastructure projects, the BAC, through its secretariat, may ask in writing the bidder for classification of its bid. All responses to requests for classification shall be in writing. For the procurement of infrastructure projects, the BAC shall evaluate the financial component of the bids to determine the lowest calculated bid using the following steps. 1. The BAC shall immediately conduct detailed evaluation of all bids using non-discretionary criteria and considering the following. A. Completeness of the bid. Second is arithmetical corrections. Secondly, the BAC shall evaluate all bids on an equal footing to ensure fair and competitive bid comparison. In case of discrepancies between bid price in figures and in words, the latter shall prevail. Total price per item and unit price per item as extended or multiplied by the quantity of that item, the latter shall prevail. Stated total price and actual sum of prices of component items, the latter shall prevail. Unit cost in the detailed estimate and unit cost in the bill of quantities, the latter shall prevail. Total calculated bid prices as evaluated and corrected for computational errors, the other bid modifications which exceed the ABC shall be disqualified. Modification and withdrawal of bids. A bidder may modify its bid provided that this is done before the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. A bidder may, through a letter, withdraw its bid before the deadline for the receipt of bids. A bidder that withdraws its bid shall not be permitted to submit another bid, directly or indirectly, for the same contract. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Igama, no, for that reminders to the prospective bidders. And so now we will proceed to the materials quality control section. For also there's some reminders for the implementation of the project.
Good morning to all, to our BAC chairman, to all our BAC members, prospective bidders. Once again, good morning. So as for the quality assurance section, so as you can see in the screen, so let me read the first department order regarding the testing of construction materials to be used in the project. First Department Order number 213, series of 2004, reiterating the testing of construction materials be conducted prior to their incorporation into the works. So it is hereby reiterated that all the construction materials to be used in the project must be subjected to quality tests prior to their incorporation into the works. Next, Department Order number 85, series of 2019, directing all DPWH implementing offices to optimize the utilization of their star-rated materials testing laboratories and to issue a waiver as a last resort when availing the services of accredited private testing laboratories. Next, Department Order number 174, series of 2015, adoption of the DPWH standards specifications for public works and highways, volume 2, highways, bridges, and airports, 2012 edition, and special items of work, STL and DPWH project. This will be the guidelines and reference for the schedule of minimum testing requirements for the road project. Next, Department Order number 49, Series of 2021, schedule of minimum testing requirements governing items of work of the DPWH standards specifications for public works structures, buildings, ports and harbors, flood control and drainage structures, and water supply systems. Volume 3, 2019 edition. This will be the guidelines and reference also for the schedule of minimum testing requirements of the MPB and flood control project. Department Order number 218, series of 2022. Amendment to Department Order number 49, series of 2021. Schedule of minimum testing requirements for buildings, ports, harbors, flood control and drainage structures, and water supply system, Volume 3, 2019 edition. So this order modifies DO 49 series of 2021, the conduct of California Bearing Ratio or CBR, and abrasion test for the following items of work that does not require the said testing. So listed there are the items of work that doesn't need the CBR and abrasion test. Next, Department Order number 188, series of 2022, revised schedule of fees and charges for laboratory testing of construction materials. This is the basis for fees and charges of all the testing of construction materials to be used in the project. Lastly, the Department Order number 98, series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultant, materials engineer. So, described here are the following. So first, the criteria for accreditation, procedure for accreditation, renewal and upgrading of accreditation, for classification of contractors, consultant, materials engineer, and lastly, the criteria for the assignment of contractors, consultant, materials engineer. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Thank you very much, Engineer Ilpadon from the Materials Quality Control. So, we'd like also to hear from the construction section, if there are any reminders. Okay, so there is no any questions for our prospective bidders? So if none, may I call on the procurement head again to for the our schedule of the next activities of these projects.
For the receiving of the docks, these 8 civil work projects will be scheduled on February 29, 2024 until 10 a.m. Then right away, we will open the bids. That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Pano. So may I remind to all our prospective bidders, if we have a revision of plans and POW, we will be going to post it to post a supplemental bid bulletin in the pages. So, is there any questions from the body? So, if none, is there any motion to okay, there are move to close the period and seconded by Engineer Gama. So I declare this pre-bidding conference closed, and then before we part ways, I call on our back secretariat for the prayer.
Dear God, we ask that you help us to be a good person who adds value in any situation that we find in. We will never strive to be ineffective. May our actions always point to you, and may your love and grace continue to guide us in everything that we do today and in the future, as we work together as a team. In Jesus' name we pray.
Thank you.